verses 10, it says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." And before I continue with this lesson, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother lawyer, and I teach at the Great Millstone National Camp. Come back with a quick lesson. And this lesson will be entitled, "Shame Shall Cover Thee." Esau's judgment awaits him. All right, and it might change. So, as of right now, that's what the title of the lesson will be. And this is from Indisputable. And it says, elderly white ex-firefighter shares chilling confession with black trucker. I'm going to play this video. And this will be in the background because Esau called himself trying to give me a copyright on the last video I did. And nigga, I stated that I claimed the copyright law or act, and it was for fair use purposes. But the video was still able to be watched, so let's go right into it.
Firefighters going into homes, seeing black people, seeing black children, and leaving the black children to die. That is the confession of a firefighter. Now I'm going to give you the highlight, and then we'll get into the meat of the story. Here it is.
So for context, I drive trucks, and I stop at this Denny's to grab a coffee. As I'm walking to the bathroom, there's this old guy sitting to the left with about 12 people that's celebrating his 89th birthday. He sat down, ordered some food, so now I'm sitting like across from the guy that's celebrating his birthday. And everybody that basically came to celebrate with him had left, so now it's just him and his wife. So as I get up to go wash my hands, I see him and I give him a smile. I'm like, "Happy birthday, young man, 89. That's a lot of memory to have." And he said, "Well, thank you, young man." And he smiled, and he kind of just stared at me. So I come back, and his wife is gone. She's talking to some other lady that goes to the same church they do. And he sees me, he says, "Come here, come here, come here." I said, "Yes." And he said, "There are way too many things that I wish I could forget." And I said, "Yeah, man, you make it to damn near 100 years old. I'm pretty sure you got a handful of regrets." And he looked at me with the most serious look ever and said, "You have no idea." He said, "I used to be a firefighter through the 60's and 70's. I said, "That's what's up. That's a very commendable job." And he said, "Yeah, it should be." He said the 60's and 70's was a different time in every way possible. You know that, right? And I'm just like, "Yeah, no." He said, "Back in those times, I was a way different man, and who knew that we'd get to the point where we are in society today, and I'd be feeling the way I'm feeling about the decisions that I made back in those times." So right before he took a very long pause, he looked at me and said, "Back in those times, it was very common for firefighters that looked like me to leave people that looked like you in burning houses and buildings and horrible situations just to say they couldn't get to us."
With millions watching.
And so yeah, you heard it. And so that's why I brought that Obadiah out. For thy violence against thy brother, shame shall cover thee, because what Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans fail to understand, which the information, is out there, what they fail to understand is that this is the struggle between Jacob and Esau. We are actually brethren, and they broke their brotherly covenant, and they hate us because of the blessing going back to Genesis. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Shalaki, let me get that. And I'll get scriptures as I go. And I just clicked on this video and I was like, "Nah, I'm finna do a lesson on it." So Genesis, and really you can start up in the chapter. Genesis 27:41, right? It says, "And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob." Right? And these words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah, and she went and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, "Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, pursuing to kill thee." And so, even, from all the way back then, his anger is perpetual, and the blessing is ultimately, the birthright that he gave up. Isaac blessed him. He was blind, and Jacob. I mean, first off, Esau gave away his blessing, you know, for that red pottage, and then the other part of the blessing, basically, Isaac. Let's go into it. I thought I clicked to open up the whole chapter. Genesis 27. Slack. I'm having some difficulty. Let me go back real quick. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but this is the basics. Yeah, so Genesis 27, it says, and it came to pass that when Isaac was old, and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here I am. And he said, behold, now I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, right? And so Esau, he's a cunning hunter. He's a cunning hunter, and that's what they do today. They go out, who you see on the Discovery Channel with lions and shit, out in the woods, in the wilderness, teach you survival techniques is mostly Edomites, mainly Edomites, because that's of their spirit. Jacob dwelled in tents. What does Jake say? The average Latino, black, Native American, what do they say? I'm at the crib, I'm at the house, I'm chilling at the house. That's in our spirit to be at the house. It says, and take me some savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and bring it. Right. So Rebekah played a role in this happening. Through the spirit, it was made for Jacob to receive the blessing, and Rebekah was being righteous for this. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. And that's through the spirit, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. Well, because really, Yahweh Shai, the Lord, he's Isaac. But through the spirit, that's Yahweh speaking through Rebekah, telling Jacob, hey, hearken unto my voice, I command thee, And you can read about that part, about how Jacob supplanted Esau, and the mother played a role in that. All right, and let's go on down. Let's keep going down to 19. And Jacob said unto not Esau, Slacky. And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, because the Lord thy power brought it unto me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not, because Esau was hairy. It says, and Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not. So he was like, all right, but this this is Esau, right? So it says, and he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau's hands, as he blessed him, right? And so he got the blessing. And Jacob was, no, not Jacob, Slocky. Esau was mad, right? Let's go to verse 29. And this consists of the blessing. 28. It says, therefore, God give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. Right? And as it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau's brother came in from his hunting. And so, hey, that anger tears perpetually. Let's get that. Amos 1 in verse it was 15, 11, 10, 11. It says, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. And this is a prime example of not having pity, leaving them in that burning house, burning cars, buildings. And matter of fact, it's gonna say that. Let me play some more of this video.
And burning building.
Let's see.
Not even the most chilling part of the confession. Here it is.
He said more times than he'd like to admit, he would hear screaming black people and children, and burning buildings and houses and apartments and stores and cars, and he would literally just pretend he didn't hear it. He said his last time doing it was when he made eye contact with the baby that he deliberately went into a building to save, and deliberately didn't. And he said that was the last time he did it, and he quit that year. He said the nightmare still hasn't stopped. He still hasn't forgiven himself. And
yeah, and there's no forgiveness of Esau Edom, which we're going to get that. So, yeah, there's no pity. Esau cast, what it say right here, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, which means continually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Timon, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Basra, Timon, right, is where the Edomites dwell. And the Edomites are Americans, along with the small hats, the ones over there in Europe. But you're going to have Israelites, millions of Israelites that are scattered among them, because we was ruling in those places. We dwelt amongst the heathen, and so we're going to look like them. All right? And so, yeah, it's a punishment for that. Let me see. And we are brethren, but we're separated. That's in Genesis as well. Yep. Genesis 25 and 33. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and and the elder shall serve the younger. So Esau, Edom, right? We read how Esau, came out first. He's the elder. Jacob's the younger. Jacob came out second. Esau came out red all over, like a hairy garment. And Jacob, it didn't give a description because he was brown skinned, like how everybody else was at that time, And so, hey, Esau's going to serve the younger. We read the blessing. So that's why he's mad, And then let's get this, because you're going to have to pay. It's a price for everything. Lamentations 4:21. Let's start at 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. So somebody might pull up a map, on Google, land of Uz. It's over there in Iraq, Mesopotamia, Babylon. That's the land of Uz. But this land of Uz, the daughter of Babylon, is here in America. All right. So this is representing the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked in the cup of captivity, slavery. For what you done to us, it shall be done unto you by the hand of his people Israel. Right? It says, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, and that's one sin that has been discovered. Well, firefighters, Edomite firefighters have been doing, you know, and hell, still are doing to this day. But the thing is that uh, you have a lot of, you have since Jacob is coming up, Jacob is in a lot of these different fields now. Is not ruled by Esau Edom like that anymore because we're not the minority. You see, Esau Edom, they're the minority, and so Jacob is coming up. So a lot of stuff, you can't do like that anymore. You have a lot of Israelite foreigners that's working these different jobs. They might look like the heathen, but they actually our people, and they bringing shit out too on you. So you finish. Let's get this Ezekiel 25, because I said by the hand of his people Israel, the payback shall be issued. The Lord's gonna have that, not us taking up guns and weapons and all that crazy shit. No. Ezekiel 25 and 13. No, 12. Slakia. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord." And so in the kingdom of heaven, it's gonna be the Lord's vengeance upon Esau Edom by the hand of his people Israel. It's gonna be the Lord's anger upon us, because Negroes ain't mad enough. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Israelite foreigners are not mad enough. But in that time where we are in rulership, it's gonna be a whole different level of punishment, and it's not gonna be like what you did to us, the butt breaking, the raping of the women, married women at that, children. We ain't doing none of that. We are not doing that. And then, damn, what was I gonna get? Salaki. Damn, went brain dead. Shit. I gotta get some more. I could get Revelation. Damn, that's what I wanted. Damn, Hebrew. Where was it at? Oh, shit. Let's see. Hebrews 12. Yep. Because there ain't no repentance for Esau Edom. He said that that Edomite said that he couldn't forgive himself. Hey, we can't forgive you. The Lord can't forgive you. Let's get the full chapter. Hebrews 12. All right, in 16 it says, "Lest there be least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." Going back to Genesis, "For ye know how that afterward, when he Salakia, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears." Hey, so it is no repentance for Esau Edom, and he sold his birthright. He gave it unto Jacob. So Jacob, rightfully so, received, the blessings. There ain't no repentance for Esau Edom, and you reap what you sow. What's that? Galatians. Oh, matter of fact, let's get some more. First Thessalonians, or was it Second Thessalonians? Recompense trouble. Yep, Second Thessalonians. Okay, I was going to say First Thessalonians 2, but it's Second Thessalonians 1. So Second Thessalonians 1, seeing is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And so yeah, you reap what you sow. It's in Galatians. And recompense, payback. Galatians 6 and 7. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And so, hey, yeah, you're going to reap what you sow. I mean, yeah, so like, yeah, that's right. You know, you going to get paid back. So with that, I hope this was an edifying lesson. And before I close, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakudash, Shalom.